Hi there, Mark, Torbay Lure Angler. I'm going to restart this channel. I did have a long gap when I started to do this. I really enjoyed it, was very enthusiastic, but I had a real bad run of fishing. Kept on taking my GoPro out and never caught anything, so kind of put it to one side and had a bit of a burr moment, but ready to reinstate that because I've had a good run of fishing over the last couple of months. And I put a few photos up of some of the fish I've caught as we kick into 2023. Myself and a couple of friends. There's Adrian, the constant angler on YouTube, and Mike, Lure Fishing for Ras UK. He's also on YouTube. We've got a bit of a friendly competition, who can catch the most species next year. So that's another bit of interest of why I'm restarting this channel, and I like shooting videos as well. Hopefully I can share some tips with you, and hopefully you can share some tips with me if you see I'm doing something wrong. I'm not too big to be told the best way to do things. So what I'll do is I'll show you my garage where I store all my gear, just to give you something to look at and an idea of what kind of things I use, and also I'll put some fish pictures up of ones I've caught this year, and follow me for more adventures. Take care now. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you to my garage and show you where I store all my fishing gear, and I'll run through some of the things I use and what I use it for. So my garage is always a mess. Okay, so starting up in here, this is a rigged and ready World Traveller. I might do a separate review on that because I've got the X5 and that's the one my wife uses. A couple of pairs of waders there. That's a pair of Snowy thigh waders and some Sierra full-length waders and a life jacket there in case I go on a boat, which I don't do very often. This is where I kind of keep all my tackle, so I've got lots of bits and pieces, and this is a Plano box. And this is like another storage box there. I've got loads of lures and soft plastics, etc. This is like a general dumping ground. So when I go on a trip, I come back here and dump everything down. So you can see I've been squidding recently. This is my Shimano Tranks, which I use on my heavy pike fishing sessions. That's a bloody lovely reel, that is. I do like riding scooters. I'm a mod. This is my PX. This is my GS, a little bit more of a modern scooter. And then moving along here, these are my rods and reels. As you can see, I should look after them a bit better, but I get fed up of taking things out of the packet and putting them back in again. So on the top, this is my heavy setup for shore fishing for bass. Shimano Stradic 4000 side reel, Soti shaped dash. I can't remember the model, but it's about an 8-foot model. Casting weight of 10 to 42 grams, I believe, from memory. Shimano Technium, do like Shimano reels, and this is a Soti shaped dash again. This is a slightly smaller one, slightly lighter weight. I think that's 7 to 30 grams casting weight. Moving down, this is just a cheap rod and reel I picked up. This is for mullet fishing. A friend of mine, Adrian, the constant angler, got me into mullet fishing last year, and this is all set up ready to go for the next season with a float on the end there. Just a cheap rod and reel. This is one the wife uses. This is my old Daiwa Procaster spinning rod, 5 to 30 grams. Had my personal best bass on there, and she's had some crackers as well. Coupled up with a Shimano Sedona reel. I think it's a Sedona. Yep. And then we're moving on to the ultralight stuff. So this is a Soinara Spirit Fox reel. I've got a spare Spirit Fox reel as well, and a Soinara Dexterity. Also coupled up with a HTO Rockfish L. My wife often uses that one, and that's got a little Shimano reel on it as well. In the white wrapper there, I've got a really big heavy pike fishing setup. That is a Gumbait Explorer, Savage Gear XLNT travel rod, 10 to 40 grams, and I've got a spare fly rod down there. And really on the lower shelf there, got myself a, what rod is that? It's a classic rod. It's a brilliant rod, and I can't remember the name of it. It is a Teclon Concept Spin. Had lots of fish on that as well. Got a broken tip, I must resurrect that. And then moving on to the nets, I've got a Spro Freestyle telescopic net, which I use quite a lot, and a rigged and ready mat for that to land it on. Big pike fishing net there, rubber mesh as well. A lighter, smaller one, which a wife often uses, and another bag there. I've got my Snowy fly fishing jacket there. I've got my Helicon Tex bag there, which I use for all my ultralight fishing. This is my fly bag. This is my fly rod. It's a Snowy Spectra RMX, if that means anything to you. My fishing jacket. This is an overboard waterproof bag. This is a Daiwa waist pack. This is my Snowy sling bag. This is the best ever lure fishing bag. And this is another Helicon Tex bag, which I've got from my previous EDC channel. I've got another channel on YouTube called UK EDC. been donated a few of their bags, and these are really, really good. That's where I keep my mullet gear. So this is what I do. Got a pair of walking boots down there as well. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of gear. That's all float fishing stuff down the bottom. That's my heavy pike gear, bits and pieces from my Vespers, lines, tackle boxes. So in theory I should be able to pick something up and go straight away, but I quite often have to tidy things up. So there you go, that's the war room essentially. This is where I keep all my fishing gear.